Hi is back on the Taekook news channel. Confession on IG Live. Smiling face with heart eyes. Taekook loves himself unconditionally, and no one saw it coming. We've seen what happened in the last live stream, and there's no need to come up with far-fetched theories or make up excuses for what we saw, because it's already crystal clear. Jungkook and Taehyung are together, showing themselves as usual. Comfortable, caring for each other, and the bond they share is once again evident without them trying to hide it. No filters or distance. Just the two of them sharing space as they've done countless times before, with gestures that have repeated over the years. As expected, some people are upset again. They seem too close, they're pretending, and it's all just part of a show. The reality is, neither comments nor criticism can change what they naturally show. When they're together, there's a different energy. Taehyung never stops seeking out Jungkook. Every chance he gets, he touches him as if it's become a habit, something he does without thinking. Sometimes on the face, as he always likes to do. And Jungkook doesn't just let him. He accepts it with a calmness that speaks volumes. On some occasions, he's the one who approaches, seeking physical contact with gentle gestures, brief hugs, close encounters, and glances shared only between them. What was most intriguing was that these gestures didn't just appear once and then disappear forever. They were always there. The location changed, the context changed, but the way they interacted remained the same. They sought each other out with their eyes, entering each other's space without invading it. It was something that didn't need to be shouted out loud to be understood. Despite all the efforts made to separate them, both within and outside the company, when they are together, they inevitably return to the way of life that is so characteristic of them. Sometimes they hold back, but when they feel comfortable, like in that live performance, everything flows. And it's not because they're trying to show something, but because that's who they are when they feel safe with each other. Jungkook, for example, has the same cheerful demeanor that almost always emerges when he's with Taehyung. It's not just about the smile, but about how his tone changes, how he lets his guard down. And Taehyung is different too. More relaxed, approaching without fear, touching Jungkook as if he were his safe space. There's something that's always constant between them. The way they repeat gestures. Touching each other's faces, leaning on each other, sharing such close space without feeling awkward or forced. It's a pattern we've seen for years, and it comes back every time they meet again. Many people still try to deny it, but the truth is their relationship doesn't need words to be understood. Their actions speak for themselves. They are together, they understand each other, and they care for each other. If it were just friendship, there wouldn't be so much emotional coherence between them. What they show is something built over time, with trust and mutual affection. Even when they don't speak directly, their bodies face each other. There isn't a single moment where they are distracted or absent. They constantly pay attention to each other. And it's true that other members also share jokes or moments together. But with Taekook, there's a difference. Their relationship is far more intimate, far more subtle, but at the same time more real. In that live stream, it was more evident than ever, from the way they sat to the way they reacted to what each other said. They don't need to say, "I love you," for us to know. Every touch, every glance, every laugh they share is more than enough. Even in silence, they speak more than thousands of words anyone could utter. Some people might still wonder, why are they so open now? The answer is simple. Because they've reached a point where they no longer feel the need to hide it. They've grown together, overcome every obstacle, and now they just want to be themselves, without fear, without hesitation. And for those of us who have followed their journey from the beginning, this is the most beautiful acknowledgement. Not through an official announcement, not through a dramatic statement, but through the silence that speaks louder than anything else. We often get caught up in searching for big signs, open acknowledgements, dramatic declarations, or direct confirmations. But it is precisely in the subtlety of Taekook's interactions that the truth shines through. They are not playing to the camera. They are simply being themselves, and that is what makes every moment so authentic. When Jungkook casually rests his head on Taehyung's shoulder, or when Taehyung instinctively runs his fingers through Jungkook's hair, it's not staged, it's instinct. And instinct doesn't lie. There's a beauty in their consistency. Over the years, their patterns of behavior have remained the same, only growing deeper and more natural. From their trainee days to now, their closeness has never faded, even as the world around them continues to change. On the contrary, they've grown stronger, more inseparable. Every small gesture, like how Taehyung reflexively reaches for Jungkook's hand when they sit side by side, or how Jungkook naturally leans toward Taehyung when speaking, is proof of a bond that has withstood all obstacles. Some might ask, why don't they ever say it openly? But the question itself overlooks the essence of their relationship. Taekook doesn't need to follow the script the world expects. They express their love in their own way. Through presence, through loyalty, through thousands of small moments that may mean nothing to others, but mean everything to them. And precisely because they don't flaunt it, that's what makes it so real. Look at how they protect each other. Taehyung, who is usually laid back, suddenly becomes more vigilant when Jungkook looks tired or uncomfortable. Jungkook, who is often shy in public, becomes more vocal when supporting Taehyung. They are each other's refuge. Someone who is always there, unconditionally, without question. It's not just friendship. It's a rare and precious soul partnership. In a world where everything is often staged for public consumption, Taekook chooses to stay true. They don't force distance, but they also don't go overboard to prove anything. They simply exist, together, in a quiet yet undeniable truth. And perhaps that's why so many people are drawn to them, because amidst all the noise, they are a real calm. So, even though we may never receive formal acknowledgement, we already have all the answers we need. Taekook has shown their love every day. In their glances, in their touches, in the way they find each other amidst the crowd. And for those who are willing to see, the truth is clear. This is love that endures, love that grows, love that doesn't need validation from anyone. And that's more than enough. So, for those who are still unsure, look again. See how Jungkook smiles when Taehyung approaches. See how Taehyung looks at him as if there's no one else in the world. See how they find comfort in each other's presence, even amidst the crowd. This isn't about fan fantasy. It's about two people who have chosen to love each other in their own way, without limits, without regret, and without needing anyone's approval. And in that IG Live, they remind us once again, their love is real. There's no need to question it anymore. So, let's celebrate this. Because Taekook isn't just about theory or hope. It's about the truth that's been right in front of our eyes all along. See you in the next update, and don't forget, their love is eternal.